So I figured it's been a while since I did an experiment on myself. After the moderate success of sock curls, I decided to give overnight pin curls a try, and I will let you guys work out from my current hairstyle how successful it was. So, hopefully my phone doesn't die during this process. As you can see, I have just dampened and detangled my hair. I used my new best friend, my BEHAIRFUL brush, to detangle my hair. And if you guys wanted to treat yourself to this, I do have a referral code that I will chuck down in the description box. I earn 10% commission for every, stop flickering, for every brush sold. I do genuinely love this brush, and I will also throw in a 10% discount code. So, like I said, hopefully my phone isn't going to die. The lighting's a bit odd tonight, sorry, because it's really cloudy outside and this is actually sort of my bedtime nearly. So, like I do with everything, I'm going to wing it. So, I'm going to split my hair in half, and because I don't have a lot of clips, because I've got a feeling my husband's pinched them all to make his green screen for his YouTube channel. So I'm just going to tie this out the way and then sort of work on sectioning this. Let's put it into 3 sections and sort of twist and clip each section out the way if I can. Like, I have sat all evening, I've sat and looked up how to do pin curls. There's so many different ways, so I'm just doing what I want. So this is the first section, so we'll start at the top. I'm just grabbing chunks of hair willy-nilly. What I'm going to do actually, each section I'm going to add just a little bit of the Coconut Curl Booster. Let's say probably half a pump, just to give my hair that little bit of slip, make it behave itself, and also help the curl set. So what's going on here then already? Let's clip these two together as well. There we go. So I've done that. So now I'm just going to grab a section of hair, again using my wonderful BEHAIRFUL brush. I'm just going to brush it so it's nice and smooth, because we don't want any sort of weird bumps and lumps and kinks in the pin curl. Then what I'm going to do, oh gosh, my hair is so long, is I'm going to just roll it up to my scalp, hoping that I'm keeping it all in. I can't see what I'm doing because it's the back of my head. Try and gather the curl all up. This feels like it's fluffed up already. My fingers have got all tangled. There we go. And then I'm just going to sort of pinch it. I hope you guys can see. And then just sort of roll it into my head as best as I can. And I've got my little pot of bobby pins, curvy grips, hair slides, whatever you want to call them. Hope they are going to be big enough for my massive hair. So I'm going to cross them over if I can. And hopefully I'll have done my first pin curl. So hopefully you guys can see. I've got no clue what that's going to look like. Oh well. Right, so now let's attempt. I'll show you guys one more time I'm trying to keep my clumps sort of fairly evenly sized. They do feel like they're going to be too big, but my logic is the bigger the clump, the looser the curl, because the sock curls I did, I love them, but they were really tight because I did them quite small. So I've rolled it up and then I've pinched it all together and I've got it sort of flush against my head. So I put that slide going in one way. I'm sort of holding it in place as well so it doesn't just like catapult out. And then, where is it again? Can't find it now. Feels about right, and then I'm going to just cross it over. Right, and then the last one for this section. Like I say, I'm just brushing out each time to get it as smooth as possible. Hair's so long when I brush it out straight. Right. And let's finger roll this up. There was, when I was looking at all the diagrams on how to do this, there was like a set pattern you've got to do. So I'll probably find out why you had to do a set pattern in the morning when I take it out. But for a first attempt, I'm going to go easy on myself. This is going to take ages. I will flip to a time lapse momentarily. This is just the last one for this side. This feels like it's going to be too big. What I'm going to do is put my hair in my buff, my little cylindrical piece of fabric, and I'm hoping that will just sort of hold everything in place. This feels like it's not going to work, this one. Oh no. So I've done my first 3 pin curls. I now need to sit and do the rest of my hair. Good morning. So this is how I slept last night. Hope you guys can see. I just put my buff on my head and tied it in a knot. So I'm going to take it out and we'll have a look. So it all feels still really secure. So that was quite good. Hope you guys can see. I will say they're really uncomfortable. They kept like digging into my hair, into my head. So I didn't like that. But yeah, they've stayed secure. So I'm going to make myself look more presentable. Taking my little boy swimming today, so I'm not going to bother doing my full makeup. But I'll just make myself look a bit more human. And then I'll take them out. I'll see you in a sec. So this is as good as you're getting today, because like I said, I'm going swimming in a bit. So I haven't got time to sit and do my full makeup. So what I did last night, the phone cut out whilst I was in the middle of filming. I basically carried on doing what I'd shown you guys earlier in the video. So for each section I put a little bit of this coconut cream booster, brushed it all out with my amazing brush, and then finger rolled it up to my head and pinned it in place. And then what I did once I'd done my whole head, I gave the whole thing a little spritz with this, the coconut curl spray, because I like to think that is how women back in the day used to set their pin curls. So I'm going to take them out now. So we'll start, I'm just trying to think where I started from. Let's just do this one. So I'm going to do what I did with the sock curls. I'm going to let them out, but I'm not going to look at the results. Doesn't help, I can't really see what I'm doing. So that was really hard to not look at myself. I think I need an invigorating sip of tea before I open my eyes. Okay. Oh, goodness. What is this? Right. Before I despair completely, there's a reason why I chose today to do this. Let's try separating them out. I mean, my hair's gone curlier. I don't know if it's because I've been sort of battling against my natural curl formation more than doing the sock curls, maybe. This side looks not too bad. So this was the side, the second side of my head that I did. So I'd obviously got the hang of it a bit more. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you're wondering, I left out these bits because I knew that the shrinkage would be unreal. And I was like, there's no way I'm putting my my curtain bangs into pin curls because they would literally be like antenna right now. So I'm just going to take some of my capillary argan serum. I've just done 4 drops, and I'm just going to sort of smooth it over my hair, try and calm it down a little bit. It's still slightly damp as well. So it has the potential to go even crazier. Oh gosh, that is just ridiculous. So I'll scooch back a bit so you can see me a bit better. That one on top. So I had it on when I did the sock curls. My roots were a little bit flat. Don't have that problem this time. Now, okay, so I know I was initially like, oh, what is that? But do you know what? I don't hate it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, it's really crazy. But it's a look. I definitely need to practice placement more. I'd have to spend more time sort of dividing it out. And as always, this bit has not curled as well, but yeah, I mean, this I'm not sure what's happening here. But yeah, it's a look. It's a look. So, pros and cons time. So, the pros, obviously there's no heat damage because all you're doing is pinning your hair in place. They do work. My hair has certainly gone curlier. And they did stay in place all night. So that I was surprised at because I pinned them in place myself. And I did have visions of them all sort of sagging and going wobbly, but they were alright. But it took ages. I think it probably took about an hour for me to put my hair up in these pin curls. They were really uncomfortable. I had to lie on my back at some point during the night because the toddler was in with us for a bit. And that's the only way she'd let me lie. and I could just feel them all digging into the back of my head. It was really fiddly, especially when I had the curl booster lotion on my hands. The bobby pins, I was there like trying to get them in place, and particularly on the back of my head as well. I was a bit sort of, I was struggling basically to put them in. And there's this random big knot that you saw. I'm not quite sure where that's gone now. My hair seems to have eaten it up. But yeah, it has sort of, yeah, it has sort of made my hair a little bit angry. What I'm going to do as well, before I call it a day, I have seen the sort of old vintage Hollywood starlets, they brush out their pin curls. So Marilyn Monroe's hair, for example. So, because I'm going out, I'm going swimming in a bit, I'll just wash my hair later. I'm going to brush them out. Right. I will put more serum on if needed as well. Yeah, it's here. My hair has gone a bit frizzy and it's gone a bit angry. My hair's hulking out, guys. So I'm just very gently brushing them out. Gosh, my ends are dry. I only cut my hair a couple of days ago. And it did say as well, it did say to brush out, not comb out. So I think I'll have to stick some serum on. I think where it's got a bit crazy is where the pin curls didn't work. I feel like if it was all sort of ringlets, it wouldn't be too bad. Oh, good hair. Guys, come on now. Let's try a little bit more serum. There is a reason why I nicknamed my hair the Beast, and I'm always talking about trying to get the Beast under control. She's got a mind of her own today. I think we can safely say this hasn't worked. I feel like if I maybe brushed out the sock curls, because they were more defined ringlets, I can't remember if I've done it yet, so here are the sock curls. They look better than pin curls. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't think this has been a success. Oh well. So I'm going to go and shave my head. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think I can probably guess what some of the comments will be. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.